Life on board ships is not all about work. Although after many months of doing the same thing, eating the same food, and seeing the same people every day, it takes a heavy toll on a person's well-being. Sometimes you just have to break the routine to clear your mind and refresh a little bit. And there's no better way to do that than to go on shore leave. Working on board ocean-going ships offers the opportunity to see the world for free. Well, not really for free, but you get the picture. This was actually one of the reasons why I chose this profession in the first place. And over the years, I have been able to visit a lot of beautiful places and get a taste of their local delicacies. Anyway, I've been on board this ship for almost 4 months now, and so far, the ports that we have visited didn't offer much in the way of tourist spots and other awesome places to visit. The only shore leave I've had within this contract was in Portland, Oregon in the USA. But we only had a few hours then, and it was nighttime, and we only went to Best Buy. Winter is coming, and this time our ship will be calling on Tokachi, which is a sub-prefecture of Hokkaido in northern Japan. The port itself is located in the town of Hiroo, which is bordered by a majestic sight of snow-capped mountains. Fortunately, our ship will be staying in port for about 3 to 4 days, so there is ample time to do some maintenance, with a lot of time left for shore leave. So discharging operations have already started, and we are scheduled to discharge our cargo for around 3 days here. So there's ample time to finish what we need to finish, and hopefully I could go ashore this time. The agent already provided us with a map on where to go, where to change our money, and the nearest restaurants and grocery stores. So for today, during the first day, I might not go out today just yet because we're still a little bit busy with something. We're doing something down in the engine room, but I think we'll be able to finish it today. But the thing is, since it's already winter here, by the time we reach around 4:30 in the afternoon, it's already starting to get dark. So I don't want to waste my opportunity to go out by going out during nighttime, because there's a lot of nice things to see, especially now with the snow out here. It's like winter wonderland. Yeah, I'm from a tropical country, so it's very rare for me to experience snow. So I'm definitely not going to pass on the opportunity to have a little fun with the guys. So most likely I will be going ashore tomorrow on our second day here at Tokachi. We were planning to go ashore today, but unfortunately this happened. Yesterday winter was coming, but now it's already here. Initially I was planning to just go ahead and go ashore even in this weather, but now the snows have worsened and the road is very slippery, and it's going to take me about 4 kilometers walk all the way to town, and I'm not going to do that in this weather. So we will be delayed here for at least a day until the weather clears, and hopefully tomorrow the weather will improve and I could go ashore and hopefully also fly my drone. So if I did decide to go ashore today, it's going to take me about 4 kilometers of walking in this snow. I'll have to walk on this road, go all the way there. It's a little bit hazy now with the fog, and walk about 4 kilometers. Right there. The town is over here, but we won't be able to see that now because of the fog. The next day, the weather cleared, and after quickly finishing all the jobs for the day, we finally had a chance to go out in the afternoon. It's time to go on shore leave. Since we would be walking through snow, I decided just to wear my clean coveralls, mainly because I wanted to do this.
Boys don't cry under the influence. You and I did not make a sense. Tell me why you're putting on offense. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry.
Whenever I go ashore, I make it a point to accomplish 3 things in order to make the experience worthwhile. First is to visit any tourist spots if any are located nearby. Second is to take photos, or in my case, videos. And third is to eat at the local restaurants, preferably the ones serving native dishes. In my opinion, if I don't accomplish these things, my time ashore would just be a regular grocery run. The town of Hiroo was not so big, but since it was winter, it would make for some great photos and videos. I checked the internet and found that Hiroo was home to the Tokachi shrine. So of course going there would be objective number 1. We walked all the way from our ship to reach the Maruyama Park, where the shrine is located. And once we got there, the long walk through the cold snow was entirely worth the effort. The Tokachi shrine is apparently the oldest Shinto shrine in the whole Tokachi district. It appears in records as early as 1666. The timing of our shore leave was perfect as the sun was approaching the golden hour when we reached the park, which, as any photographer knows, is the perfect time to take photos. And indeed, it was perfect.
Boys don't cry under the influence. You and I did not make a sense. Tell me why you're putting on offense. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry. Endless game. When's it gonna end? We became what we should condemn. You and I, we were more than friends. Boys don't cry. Boys don't cry.
Okay, so we're done sightseeing. It's time to eat. With 2 of my objectives secured and nighttime fast approaching, the only thing left to do was to eat some local food. Our map shows a good number of sushi restaurants in the area, so we decided to visit one of those to get a taste of authentic Japanese cuisine. Okay, so apparently the restaurants here open at 5 o'clock and later. It's only 3 o'clock, so we're going to have to wait a little while before we get to eat something. And since it was getting colder, we had to find a place to stay warm for about an hour. So while waiting for the restaurant to open, we stayed here for a while at 7-Eleven to buy something. Groceries and a little bit of snacks. Finally, the restaurant was opened and it was time to have our meal. So we ordered the assorted sushi so we could have a sampler for everything. The restaurant was very cozy and it offered an excellent view of the chef's skills as he prepared our dinner. After a few minutes, dinner was served. I look back at the day's activities and can't help but have a sense of fulfillment. Even though Hiroo was a small town, I believe we managed to make our time ashore memorable by accomplishing the objectives we set out for. On top of that, we had a lot of fun in the process.
So that was a very satisfying dinner, but it's already dark and it's getting very cold, so we have to get back to the ship now.
Eventually, the day ended and we had to go back to the ship. But having gone ashore is very much like pressing the reset button. The few enjoyable hours we have spent away from the ship would help us get through a few more months of doing the same thing, eating the same food, and seeing the same people every day.